Welcome back to Papers, Please. Where we're doing some paperwork. Because that's fun, right? Love that for us. Let's get started on that. Let's get started on that paperwork for that logging permit. I am no longer amazed. Last name, Wales. First name, Herb. Middle name, nice. Stamp here, sign here, and now you sign it here, and also here, and initial here, and sign here. Good, now take this back to the mayor of Breadwood and have him sign on this line here and initial over here. Got an item, Breadwood logging permit forms. Are you kidding me? I don't know how to do that. You're right, you don't know how to do that. Because this joke isn't funny anymore. Excuse me, Mr. Mayor, I have some papers you need to sign with that logging permit. Alright. Oh, ghost paper. This stuff is weird. Yeah. I think I need a ghost pencil for this. Loan him your pencil. Here, you can borrow mine. So I think, does that mean if I hadn't done the side quests first, I would have had to go back and do them, at least in part, to get a pencil? Or maybe I could have just pulled it out of the tree. Because that was a whole hullabaloo. Sign here, initial over here. After some fumbling with the ghostly pencil, the mayor eventually manages to sign and initial the form. Alright, mayor, I'll be back with the permit, God willing. Good luck. Back to Ghostwood. Yeah, let's look at this real quick. Oh, it's not even at the... Is it not in my inventory? I don't think I have it, which is concerning. Maybe it's actually not a thing. Okay, I've got the mayor's signature on this logging permit form, and if you make me do it again, I'll actually scream. Great, just sign this last line at the bottom where it says receipt. Something wrong. You cover your face with your hands. I loan my pencil to the mayor. Game. The problem is, okay, I've talked about this before. I haven't talked about it in a while because I haven't had need to. There is a point at which, whether it is jokes or gameplay or some number of other things, where you can only lampshade so much before it doesn't fix anything. The whole point of lampshading something is that you sort of nudge it narratively to acknowledge that yes, it's very weird and you should probably stop asking questions about it because it doesn't really matter. That's the point of lampshading. If your entire extended joke over the course of many, many minutes is the joke is that this is bad, and you go to the point of your character repeatedly saying how it's bad and how they've made mistakes and excuse me while I go kill everything, that does not fix the fact that I'm still bored and annoyed and this joke isn't funny. It did not make it funny again. It did not make it less boring. I'm still annoyed. Excuse me while I go kill everything. This is like the first time the game has seriously started to grind at me. I swear to God, if you lost my pencil. Still have my ghost pencil, I need that. Oh, terribly sorry, I think it's haunting my beard. Here you go. Got an item, sharpened ghost pencil. Okay. Especially because I wouldn't have been even necessarily, like, there was no prompting to suggest he still had it. And if I looked in my inventory, I wouldn't know whether I would expect to see the pencil in there or not. seeing as we just had a form that wasn't in my inventory. Okay. Alright, that's everything taken care of. Breadwood's logging permit is hereby approved. Finally, wonderful. Processing will take about 48 hours. I'm going to re-kill these people. What? Well, everything has to be filed and the actual permit has to be printed and so on. You can pick it up in 2 days. Guess I'll make a note. I'll just have to add a new line right above where it says I hate this place in my notes. Get the permit from Town Hall for Breadwood logging. I can delete this. I already got the owl skeleton picture. I already got the soup. We still don't have a lead on the ranch. Let's just, does the mayor say anything if I come back here? Okay. So, let's go back to the postal way station real quick. Got distracted from that one, almost forgot about it. Alright. Use the cheat sheet to find the route map that leads to Breadwood. Follow the map. Follow the map and along the route to Breadwood you find a suspicious looking house. You discovered a new map location, Chuck's house. Investigate the house. Something about this house makes you suspicious. You can't quite put your finger on it. The place looks perfectly normal, after all, but you can't shake the feeling that there's something very wrong going on here. Maybe you're just being paranoid. I have to imagine that this big text box might be about to reveal something very not normal looking. That's not totally normal looking. This tree looks like it wants a hug, but I don't recommend that. It's probably just pretending to be friendly so it can suck out your soul. Something's creepy about this place, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Too quiet? Yeah, maybe. Cellar door. Man, I bet it's all kinds of horror down there, like some kind of medieval torture dungeon. You approach the door hesitantly, you could be getting yourself into a real bad situation. It's unmarked. There's no name on it or anything. Well, I guess we go in the basement first, maybe. It's locked, but is it locked to keep you out or to keep something in? Whoa, it's a Plotco lock. Those things are unpickable. Cool. You approach the door hesitantly, you could be getting yourself into a real bad situation. Oh, well, okay. Is there anything else out here? Nope, we only got one way. Knock on the door. A voice inside calls out, "Come in, it's open." It's always open. The door creaks open and you step inside the house. The interior is an absolute nightmare. The walls are covered with rusty chains and hooks, as well as a variety of wicked-looking knives and shears. A man of indeterminate age and slightly hunched posture grins widely as you enter, his eyes gleaming. He's standing near a large puddle of blood on the floor. Hello, my name is Chuck. Welcome to my little blood and breakfast. Your what? Blood and breakfast. Sorry, I have a lisp. A lisp? Yeah, it makes lud sound like lud. A bead and breakfast. I see. People also tell me I empathize words oddly, but I don't get that at all. Uh-huh. Okay, Chuck. You seem a normal fellow. Chuck is staring at you. You notice that his left eye has a tendency to drift sideways as he stares and then resets when he blinks, which is not often enough. This is a large collection of steel chains and hooks, as well as knives, shears, and other bladed implements. Everything is covered with rust, or possibly dried blood, or possibly both. Sorry, that's private. That's my blood room. Your what? My blood room. My bedroom. Oh, right. Gotcha. A little pantry shelf with various tins and jars on it. Take a closer look. There's nothing very unusual, but you do notice 2 jars of tea labeled Sleepy Time and Earl Grape. There's a kettle on the stove and it's still hot. There's a lot of blood on the floor here. Ask Chuck about it. I can't help but notice you have a giant pool of blood on your floor. Blood? Oh no, I can see why you might think it's that. This is certainly ruled like blood, but this is tomato soup. Tomato soup? Yes, I spilled my lunch. Very clumsy of me. I was just getting started cleaning up when you arrived. This is a large connection. You notice my collection. Yeah, it's dramatic. It all belonged to my father and his father before him. They were butchers. And you? Haha, I do a little bit, but not professionally. I broke with family tradition to run my little blood and breakfast. Chuck? Buddy? Yes, how can I help you? You said you're running a bed and breakfast here? That's what said. That's what I slud, yes. What's on the menu? Homemade sausages and tomato soup. I also have a special tea blend that's a real knockout. What kind of sausages? Long pork sausages, my grandfather's own recipe. Did you just say long pork? That's right, I make them longer than regular pork sausages. They're more filling that way. This is puzzling and uncomfortable for many reasons. Many different reasons. You mentioned a special tea blend. Yes, a special herbal blend that puts my guests right to sleep. It's very effective. Huh. Could I have a look at the guest room? It's in the cellar, but I'm afraid it's unavailable at the moment. My last guest has only just checked out, and I still need to clean up the mess. Oh. Has a mailman been by recently? Why, yes. My last guest was a mailman. Such a nice fellow. It's a shame he's no longer with us. I hope you just mean that he left. I like to think he'll always be here in spirit. Thanks. Well. I'm not sure what else to... Is there anything else for me to even interact with? Well, I'm not really sure how to proceed here. Switch the label. Ah, you've surreptitiously swapped the labels. Chuck doesn't seem to have noticed. Chuck is, what's on the menu? Special tea blend. Oh, that reminds me, I left the kettle on. The water should be boiled by now. Would you care for a cup of tea? No thanks, I'm good. Chuck pours himself a cup of tea and sips it while staring at you. After a bit, he starts to look drowsy. Oh my, I'm coming over all sleepy. Perhaps I should get my hood down for a few minutes. It's been a long day. Please excuse me. Sure. This door leads to Chuck's blood room or perhaps bedroom. Going through Chuck's drawers seems like maybe not a good idea. There's a key on top of the dresser, though. Got an item, Chuck's key. Yoink indeed. This key has a little tag hanging from it that says Chuck's B&B. Alright. I guess we'll go in the cellar the next time. I'm assuming that's what this key is for. Anyway. We'll do it later. This place sucks.